back to the Pichu Bros, and today I've got the second week battle against my boy King Bub for the NPCC, right? So King Bub is a great player, and I knew that this game was going to be hectic. I never expected it to be so close. This game was probably one of the most fun games most fun battles I've had of Pokemon. This battle was probably not like the most fun battle I've ever had. Like, it was just such an amazing battle. King Bub, if you guys don't know who King Bub is, he was actually the guy who invited me to this league. So I really thank you so much for letting me come into the league. It's been great fun so far, and just like to give a quick shout out to him. His channel link will be in my description, so please check him out if you have the time. So after I got that out of the way, now next thing is, sorry if you guys know that my upload schedule is kind of dead at the moment, and mainly because of school and like soccer and stuff. But I'll make sure to fix that in the next few days, if not, like, especially on the weekend when I bulk record. So sorry I've been a bit dead, but I'll be back. And now that I've got my reasons for why I've been deaded out the way, it is time to get into the game. So I brought my team. It was kind of like direct counters to his mons, right? So I know that he was gonna bring Tapu Bulu and Entei, so I needed counters for each of those. And I decided my best counter for Entei was Silvally Fire. I think that was one of my only switch-ins. And Goodra, especially for the Tapu Bulu, outsped, could Sludge Bomb, it did all that good stuff. I brought Darkinium Z Thunderous, which was able to blow back Cofagrigus and Latias. Necrozma with Calm Mind, which was able to just wall everything basically. Donphan, just kind of a standard few attacks. I think I had a Poison Jab, Earthquake, Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock to just get up rocks and be annoying. And I also had Lucario, which just had I think it was just SD, High Jump Kick, Extreme Speed. I think it was, High Jump Kick, Extreme Speed, because it just finished off whatever was left, right? So that was my team. Not sure, obviously I'm not going to spoil what sets he brought, but I decided I had to lead Silvally, right? Because if I led Donphan and he led Tornadus, it was just not nice. And I was like, you know what, I just realized how bad my prep was, because I had no rule switch-ins for this Tornadus, because I couldn't just send out Goodra turn 1, right? So I decided to lead Silvally Fire, and my only play was the Parting Shot. I knew Thunderbolt wouldn't kill, right? I couldn't just stay in Thunderbolt. I had the Parting Shot. I thought if I could get off a nice Parting Shot, I could switch into Necrozma. But he actually missed his Hurricane, and I'm able to get off a free Parting Shot, which is actually amazing, because I can just go into Necrozma, right, and just click Calm Mind, because I am a setup set and I can set up on this thing. So boom, he switches out. He goes into the Latias, which is kind of annoying, because this thing, I knew this thing was gonna be something BS, right? So I'm not gonna lie, I thought this boy was gonna be Scarf Trick, because Scarf Trick Latias was definitely a problem, and I could see him scarfing my one of my best walls. So I was like, I gotta get out of here, right? So I switched back into Axel, predicting a trick for trick Scarf, and then I could Parting Shot next turn. But he actually goes for the Roar, so I was so annoyed. I was like, I could have fired off a Dark Pulse +1, but that's I learned for next time, right? So I actually get Goodra out, and I believe I just go straight for that Draco. I'm pretty sure there's nothing stopping me from going for a Draco, right? So I Draco Meteor, and my boy Splatoon don't give a fuck about Barney. Barney just drops because we do get that crit. So boom, there goes his Nidoking, and we take the lead. So it's been a few solid turns. Got that first turn hacks, and we're already 6-5 up, right? So he decides to go with his Tornadus T, and I thought to myself, well, he's probably gonna U-turn, but I can't really stay in risking it, right? So I had to make a play, and I started to sack my Lucario, right? Because Lucario didn't do anything. Lucario was meant for some things that he didn't bring, so I was like, I just had to get rid of Lucario. I needed everything else so much, and Lucario just didn't have that thing that I needed to save it, right? So I decided to sack it off, go into Necrozma, fire off another Calm Mind. He goes straight back in the Naruto. I know it's not trick set, so I could just Calm Mind and Dark Balls. I thought, but this man decided to run max special defense HP. So unfortunately, my Necrozma is not gonna do that much damage. Like it did a bit. Like with a good flinch, if we had a flinch there, we could have put it down to like 20%. But he does roar us out. So I'm actually not too worried about that roar because what this lets us do, I believe I fire off an Ice Beam here. I think I fire off an Ice Beam. I think, yeah, I go for an Ice Beam first turn because I don't think he's going to roost first turn. I think he won't. Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to roost first turn. Sorry, I played this 2 days ago, so sorry if I don't remember the battle exactly, but I knew it wasn't going to roost first turn, so I decided to go for an Ice Beam, and now I know that I can't kill him with Ice Beam, and he's going for a recover. It's really obvious, and I just have the Parting Shot. I have the Parting Shot and go into someone else, so that's exactly what it did. He actually switches out, so I don't know why he went Entei here. Like I guess that this takes an Ice Beam, but Entei doesn't really beat Silvally. I mean, he is Choice Banded, so he's Entei. I guess could fire for Stone Edge and hope for a kill, but I feel like bringing Entei was kind of a weird play. But I switch out, and I think that my only real switch in for this Entei is my Donphan. Like now I fire for Poison Jab. I thought this man was switching into the Tapu Bulu, but he goes for a Sacred Fire. Now I made a misplay because I have Sturdy, right? So even if he switched Tapu Bulu, I could have just Poison Jab next turn. So that was I know that was a pretty dumb play looking back on it, but I tried to go for the prediction and didn't pop off. Now this guy decided, I knew that he wasn't going to stay in with his Entei now, so I decided to go for another Poison Jab. Maybe this time we'll go into Bulu, right? Like maybe this time he'll go into Bulu, but he actually goes into his Latias. So at least I didn't click Earthquake. Like we do get that nice Poison Jab damage, but we don't get the poison, and because we're burned, man, we do pretty zero. So I know Ice Shard won't kill here, so there's no point going for it. So I gotta switch out, and this Latias, it did prove to be extremely annoying. Like this Latias was a bitch. Like it was a toxic stall. It was a toxic roost protect. No, not protect. Toxic roost recover. No. Wow, what am I saying? It was toxic roost defog Draco, I think, or psychic. Like it was really stally, and it was so annoying to verse. But I did a Kiak, and I thought I had a damage roll to kill with Draco from my Splatoon, so I thought, what the heck, man? Let's just go for it. Let's just go for this Draco. Hopefully, get a kill. But he actually goes to the Tapu Bulu, and I was just like, ugh, this guy. So this guy's really annoying right now. And obviously, I outspeed this thing, and I can click Sludge Bomb. Like that's probably I thought that was my best play. I probably should have realized that obviously he was gonna switch out, but I couldn't risk it. So I decided to fire off the Sludge Bomb. He switches into Cofagrigus, and he eats that like a champ, like absolute champion. So I do zero, and I feel like at this point of the game, I kind of realized he brought a really stally team. Like this Cofagrigus under Grassy Terrain and Latias, man, like this Toxic Roost Latias. It was such a stall team. So I guess I learned that my friend Bob likes to run his stall teams, but this man decided to fire off some T-Spikes, and I nearly thought it was game at this point, because I was like, oh, so Necrozma can switch in once and take Lumberry, and I can't really use Guja too much if I switch it in again on Toxic Spikes. So I had to I kind of have to play really carefully here. I decided, you know what, this Cofagrigus, it kind of walls my whole team, but I kind of wanted to go into Axel and get some nice flamethrower damage. He actually just fire off the Hex and get amazing damage off. I don't think he probably predicted my switch out, but that was pretty crazy. So here I just fire for flamethrower. If I put this thing up under 50%, right, I can pretty much kill it with Draco next turn, or even a Dark Pulse from Thundurus. So I just fire for flamethrower, and I didn't expect this thing to be that bulky that can take a flamethrower like a champion, but my flamethrower doesn't even, like, I am max special attack. Actually, I'm not max special attack. I'm 252 special attack, flamethrower, and that didn't even do 50. Like, Cofagrigus, man, this thing is just too bulky. But especially on the Grassy Terrain leftovers, like King Bob, like it's just, I should have brought more. Apparently, I needed more wall breakers because this Cofagrigus was just healing and I was doing 0. I decided, right, I was like, alright, so this man could pain split, or he could just fire off like another hex or something. So I thought I should parting shot and see if I can save my Axel. So I decided to suck it and go into Donphan because I predicted a hex, but he actually went for the pain split. And this is where it kind of, so I was like, at this point in the game, my game plan was I needed Thunderous Therian up, right? So like Thunderous Therian was pretty much one win con. If I could nasty plot on this Thunderous, if I could like sack Donphan right now, bring in Thunderous Therian, and click nasty plot, I could probably come back. Like I thought I could definitely come back. But he actually doesn't go for the hex, right? So he doesn't go for the hex. And I click Poison Jab because I was gonna sack Donphan to the Cofagrigus and just click Poison Jab, hope for a poison on the Cofagrigus while in case he didn't kill me. But he actually switched into Tapu Bulu and copped 50% on my Poison Jab. So I don't know what he was doing there. I guess he wanted his grassy terrain back, but that Tapu Bulu damage actually might come in clutch because at +2. Darkinium Z Dark Pulse from Thunderous actually does kill the Bulu, so that was actually a pretty nice turn for me. He actually goes straight back into the Cofagrigus. I kind of knew that, but just in case he did stay in with Bulu, I just Ice-Sharded. So now I was gonna do what I did last time, just go for another Poison Jab, hope for the poison, right? So I know that if I can get a poison in this Cofagrigus, it will mean that I can keep it. I'll try to get it under 50. And why is my screen glitching now? Hello, stop. Why is my screen glitching out? Alright, so like I said, I'm just going for the Poison Jab. Hopefully I get this poison, so right now it's looking it's not looking too good for me, but we do get the poison. So bam, my boy Donphan actually putting in fine work. Now I actually wanted Donphan to die. Like I feel kind of bad because I kind of wanted my boy to die, but he actually finally goes down. So nice poison there because it's actually gonna mean that he won't be like too stally with his toxic leftovers grassy terrain. Like look at that, boy's healing his whole health back. Stop. So I think this is where I went to Thunderous, and like I said, my only play was the nasty plot because I knew that his Tornadus still outsped me, and I knew Tornadus could definitely revenge kill my Thunderous, but I was kind of like, if this guy sacks his if this guy switches out and lets me get a free nasty plot off, I just won the game. So I thought I kind of had to go for it. I had to find one way to break through. Like I needed to break through his team at this point because he was playing with stall. So I thought I had to nasty plot up and just break through something. So this Cofagrigus is dead. Like he's not living at +2 T-Bolt. It's just not happening. I'm not revealing Dark Pulse just yet. There's no point. Thunderbolt kills and he has no switch-ins. So yeah, get out of here, Cofagrigus, you little stally bastard. So bam, he drops. He's dead. So Cofagrigus is dead, and he pretty much forces him to send out Tornadus T or Entei. Like he could go for Entei and go for the extreme speed. I'm pretty sure it's a damage roll. Like look at this boot. Look at this shit. Like this, like it was a damage roll with extreme speed, and like from this HP, it was in my favor. So I knew that I could probably live one. And my boy lives on 4 HP. So bam, my Thunderous, man. Like Thunderous coming through. Taking down Entei, get out of here. So Entei drops, and obviously Thunderous taken out 2 mons, so he's putting in a lot of work. So I was like, I knew that I had Darkinium Z Dark Pulse, so I could still use it against the Latias, right? So I decided I need to probably sack Axel. Either that or bring in Axel on a U-turn and then parting shot next turn, or just sack it next turn. And he actually did go for the U-turn, so I guess he didn't want to risk the Hurricane, but that's fine because I mean I don't mind because now I can fire off Ice Beams or I can parting shot here. So I believe that I didn't want him to predict me at all, right? So I couldn't let him like I didn't want him to fire off at either Toxics or Psychics or something like that and get Thunderous. I knew I had to bring in Thunderous for free. So I just Ice Beamed until Axel died, but my boy King Bob decided to just Toxic Roost, like not even give a crap about morals. Like what is What is this playing with integrity? Nah, like this man he's just ice beaming me. That's fine, it's fine. I could have switched out, but I didn't, so that was my fault. But ice beam and he roosts, and he's pretty much waiting for me to die. And I didn't have the balls to switch out. Apparently, I was like, because during the game I was like, as long as I keep Thunder, like if I can get in Thunderous for free, I'll be able to fire off that nice Darkinium Z. So I didn't want any bullshit happening where like I switched out and I died. So I just, you know what? I'm sorry, Axel. I'm sorry, but it just had to happen. And now it's time. It is time. But he switches out. So I don't know what it is with people and predicting my Z moves, but it happened. It just happened again. Like if I set up a nasty plot here, like, or if I set up an agility here, like, I don't know. I think I could have won, but like I could have won straight from here. So like I fire off my Darkinium Z, and this is going to not take out the Bulu, but like it will be a 2-hit KO, like because next turn it'll put him on like 1%, and I'll be able to kill him with Thunderbolt. So bam, Dark Hole Eclipse. Bulu is sucked in that black hole. Get out of here. Next turn, easy T-Bolt. I guess that he did set up grassy terrain. I'm not sure if that was actually a good play for him, but anyway, so Thunderbolt is going to connect. The Bulu drops, and I'm pretty sure it's 3-2. So it's my Thunderous, Necrozma, and Goodra against his Tornadus T and Latias. So I knew that I had to sack my Tornadus right here, Thunderous right here. I probably, hindsight, I probably definitely should have switched in Goodra there, because then it would have, like, on this U-turn, it would have forced me on, this Latias, and I could have just Dracoed, and it would have done mad damage. So that was a bit of a misplay, but it's fine. So I sent in Goodra right here, and I know that he's probably going to Roost. Like, I feel like Roost is his main play, so I want to kind of get like a Sludge Bomb Poison first. And besides, it only puts, like, my thought process was, it's a Draco Meteor at this rate, it does like 80%, so it doesn't matter if I Draco right now. I need the Sludge Bomb, I probably should Sludge Bomb first, but at this point, I was like, you know what, fuck it, Draco. Like, it is time, like, because I knew that Sludge Bomb, like, Poison was just going to kill me anyway, so I decided to Draco. He actually roosts again because he's being a bitch. So this toxic roost Latias, bro, this thing is annoying. I knew at this point I lost, right? So toxic, he can just roost as much as he wants, and unless I get a crit, it's over. Like, it's just game. So like, this toxic Latias definitely was annoying, like so annoying. But that's what I thought, right? So I lost. There was no way I could come back unless my boy gets a critical hit. So sorry to spoil that, but bam! Then this freaking Latias Toxic Protect Biatch just gets straight bodied by my Goodra. So Goodra, like, straight OHKOing two mons with crits, like my boy representing the Agrons. So now it's like, it's a thing where it's like, do I switch out on the Necrozma, or do I just leave Goodra in? I'm like, you can go for another crit, my dude, like, just go for it. So Thunderbolt, it's only at half damage, so it's not going to do that much. It did 0. Like, it didn't do that much at all. So rip Goodra. He fought well, right? He fought well. And now, this is where it gets to a 1v1. So, Bandis versus Torn T. Who will win this game? So, the Lumberry is going to save us from being poisoned. So, bam. We had just countered those T-Spikes. And my only play right now is the Calm Mind. And he actually misses his Hurricane. So, oh my god. Like, right? So, I go for a Calm Mind. And we get a +1, so that Hurricane's going to be doing a bit less. Now, this is a bit of a weird play, right? So this is a weird turn. So I decided to go for the Psychic. Fuck it, let's go. So he goes for a Hurricane, does 50%, and I'm like, oh my god, if this doesn't kill, I'm fucked. I'm like, no, so fuck. So it actually doesn't kill. Look at that. He lives on 1 HP. That man just lived on 1 HP. And the Necrozma just drops. And I lose, and it is over. So my boy King Bob takes the win, right? So that was a fucking amazing game. So I don't even give a shit, right? So and that's gonna be the game. So bit of a choke at the end, but you know, I mean, I didn't know that. Like, I definitely should have come on it again, but that's the game, right? So like, obviously, I thought I lived one, I didn't. So probably shouldn't have got too impatient. But yeah, thanks for the game. That game was actually probably one of the most fun games I've had in Pokemon. I'm not saying that just because I got 2 crits, right? But like, it was just one of those things that's like, I don't know, the whole time. Obviously, I joke around with a Toxic Stall, but like that's a legitimate strategy, so I don't mind too much. But like, just like, I don't know, these past 2 weeks I've had so much fun, so hopefully it continues. Hopefully, obviously we're 0-2 right now, so what am I doing? I need to get some wins, but I don't know, these competitions definitely they're really good. So obviously these games really come down to like just that little bit like of an edge. Like it's so close. Like this 1-0, man, it's 1-0. He lives on 1 HP. Like you don't get any closer than that. So me and my boy King Bub were really close. So obviously it was really 50-50 who was going to win this game. So anyway, that's going to be the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Sorry for no sound. I'm still trying to fix this bullshit. I'm trying to get a cord, but it's taking me a while. But yeah, just like that, it's been your boy Pichu, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.